The Browning A5, commonly referred to as the humpback, due to the distinct hump at the rear of the receiver. The original A5 attained notoriety in the early 1900s and was an heirloom to most families. They were produced for nearly 100 years, but discontinued production at the turn of the century. I was happy to see the new and improved A5s come back on the market in 2012. I bought a couple of different models, as you can see, but up until 2024, they weren't available in a 20 gauge model. But now, the wait's over. Now let's show you what this little lightweight dynamo is all about. When I say lightweight, that's just what I mean. This new A500 model 20 gauge that has a 28-inch barrel and is chambered for 3-inch only weighs a mere 5 pounds, 10 ounces. And its bigger brother 12 gauge that also has a 28-inch barrel and is chambered for 3-inch weighs almost a full pound more. So if you're planning on carrying this thing in the hills and chasing chuckers on really long days in the field, you're going to love the reduced weight. It swings like a dream as well. When they launched the A5 back in 2012, it may have looked the same on the outside, but it was a complete overhaul internally. And it's the same with this new 20 gauge. The Kinematic Drive System, which is the working parts of the shotgun's action. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. What that means is when you fire the shotgun, it creates recoil. This system harnesses this energy in the short recoil kinematic drive system and cycles the action. This is done quickly, and while it's doing it, reduces your felt recoil as a shooter. Being a 20 gauge, it recoils less than a 12 or 16, but it's amazing how little recoil you do feel. This makes it ideal shotguns for a youth or women for sure, but I like it as well. I've had my A5 12 gauge Wicked Wings for many years now and in all sorts of weather and shot all different loads, and it's always been foolproof. This system is so dependable that Browning puts a 5-year 100,000 round guarantee on it. This barrel has a lot more going on than meets the eye. First off, the unique humpback gives you the extended sight plane. The receiver and the barrel are one seamless extension, giving you a quicker target acquisition. That's what you see on the outside. But what's going on in the overall development of the barrel in this A5 20 gauge is something pretty special and is referred to by Browning as a total barrel dynamics. The Vector Pro forcing cone is in the first part of the barrel. This is the tapered transition between the chamber and the bore. Browning has made this longer than most, which slows the constriction of the load, making sure you have more conformed loads and less deformed pellets. The load then goes into the bore. Browning provides backbore technology, which is common for your really high-end shotguns used for special purposes. This increases the inside bore diameter and once again makes for a way more uniform shot pattern. Then into the Invector choke system that controls the output of your pattern. This is a lot of technical jargon, but the end result that this makes for a lot of powdered clays and crumpled birds. The overall look of this new A5 20 gauge is awesome. First off, the stock is a gloss finished Turkish walnut with vertical grip and has shim adjustments for length, pull, cast, and drop. What that means is that if it doesn't fit you perfectly, you can adjust it to where it does. It has a gloss black anodized receiver, 18 lines per inch cut checkering, an Inflex II Recoil Pad, fiber-optic front sight, and an ivory bead mid sight. It comes with 3 Invector-DS choke tubes, which include full, modified, and improved cylinder, and obviously a wrench to screw them in and out. For 2024, this new 20 gauge is available in both a 26-inch barrel and a 28-inch barrel in both 2 3/4 and 3-inch chamberings. One thing that is very unique about the Browning autoloaders is the Speed Load Plus. When your action is open, most people will drop around into the chamber and push the release button and close it, and you can still do this. However, with the Speed Load Plus, you can put that first shell into the magazine and it will automatically feed into the chamber and close the action. And then you can put 2 more into the magazine. It's a way quicker way of loading an empty gun and getting back on target. So this is a test shotgun for me, and I've only had it for a short period of time, but I've taken it to the range a few times and I absolutely love it. To the point that I've already ordered one personally, and I've got one on order for the Pro Membership Sweepstakes so somebody can win it. The only changes we'd like to see in the future is that this thing comes in other models. like the Wicked Wings or the Ultimate, so we can apply it to all of our applications. Stop by your local sporting goods store, check this thing out. You're gonna love it.